Yakspravi, how are you doing? Actually, this live video, I will talk about political topics and stuff like that, I suppose. Um, Outside is insanely hot, just as indoors, but there's not much I can do about the heat. There's no air conditioning. So, anyway, what do you think about the wars in the Middle East and also in Ukraine? Do they have connections? Yes, they do have connections because, well, and I think most of you believe that Putin is on the side of Palestinians, but I think it's wrong because it's just words. Look at his actions. He initiated war to invade Ukraine. So, and actually, wars, who do they favor wars? Zionists. Zionists love wars, right? It suits them. So, actually, in my humble opinion, Putin is working for the Zionists. And you won't believe me because you would say, oh no, he is directly the opposite, but it's, a very carefully crafted, situation that his image is very crafted. So, he deceives the world, I think. And it's a lie that there wouldn't have been a war if Trump had been president. That's a lie. Because, look at just the recent Israel-Iranian war. So, it's a lie that there wouldn't have been a war in Ukraine if Trump had been president. It's a lie. And so war, who does it favor? Obviously the Zionists. And in my humble opinion, Putin is also, he's also a Zionist. He's working for the evil ones. And ironically, you believe that no, he's trying to liberate the world from, oppression and stuff like that. Are you sure? I don't think so. This war in Ukraine, did it help anyone in the world? No. By the way, most Ukrainians can speak Russian. So, actually destroying homes of your brothers in the neighboring country is ridiculous. Like, you are basically killing your own brother, right? It doesn't make sense. So he's doing it for something else. It doesn't make sense. And so I'm just saying, this situation is very concerning because most of the world believes, no, he is against Zionists. Look at, he's supporting Iran, and Iran is attacking, Israel and stuff like that. But wait, is there an arrangement of these wars that help the Zionists achieve their goals? They want persecution, right? They want to be persecuted. So it really fits them to be persecuted because Putin gives them that. So, you think, oh, I think he deceives the world. And he's smart at, well, remember the 2000, those years, he took presidency in the year 2000. And, there was, war with the Chechens back then. And, he was speaking quite like, the Jewish speak, oh, no, the jihadists and stuff like that, He was speaking like that. But look at how he speaks now. He has been in power for 25 years. And look at how his speech has changed. He doesn't speak like, oh, jihadists anymore. He is not a crusader, anymore. He became friends with the Chechens, I mean, I don't mind it. I'm just saying, I'm not against the friendship of Russians and Chechens. Okay, don't twist my words. But I'm just saying his behavior and speech has changed. And it's really interesting. It's intriguing how his image is crafted to fit the times. To fit the times that we live in. Because the majority, buys this against the Zionists, against the Jews, and they buy it immediately. They believe, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. And Putin is right. His war is justified because he's waging a war against Zionists. And it's bullshit. He's actually working for them. Sorry, I'm not looking at all the messages, but hello. How are you doing, Nasusunus? How are you? So actually, this is a very ironic situation that you guys think that Putin is, he is for the people, the general people, like the oppressed and the struggling people. No, he is not. He is just waging a war that, his masters, actually Zionists, they allow him to be in power for 25 years for a reason. He is serving them. And you believe, no, what a patriotic person, Actually, did the war help anyone? Look at your pockets. Do you have more money since the war? No, the average person doesn't have more money since the war because the prices since the Ukraine war have increased, So basically it's not working for the people, So it's really his image is crafted. It's he is lying and sorry guys, you are sending each other messages. Okay. Merhaba, hello. So I'm just saying his image is crafted, but he is working for the Zionists. I don't know who agrees with me on this topic. Is just really just another. And what he does, well, it's kind of like what Netanyahu does, like, defend my nation. He used the same type of argument, like he was saying, oh, Russians are under attack, and the Russian speaking people are under attack, and it's a lie. Most Ukrainians speak Russian, so it's a lie. He just used a pretext for the war. So he is lying, but actually some people believe him, believe in his words, like, yeah, he is for the people, What a patriotic, statesman. He's really patriotic. Wow. Is he? He is put there in power by some. He serves something. He serves the Zionists. He doesn't serve you or us or whoever. I'm just saying this is sadly the case. And we cannot say this because, this is, we would be the liars, but actually he is not for us. sadly. We want to believe, oh no, he is for us. No, he isn't. He doesn't work for a day for you or me. He works for his interests and what his masters tell him to do. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't know about. Actually, it's really, don't you think that from a crusader, he became somebody else? Um, he's friends with the Muslims. Isn't it's strange? And also Trump, has the same game. Um, he plays the same game, like just like every politician. But seriously, I mean, one day Trump says something and another day he says another thing. Just what, fits his, like what his masters tell him to say. So, it's it's very weird, but actually the only thing that I can say that I'm concerned that the world, average people are against each other for no special reason, just because the politics and the bullshit, tells them, indoctrinates them. Oh, no, no, no. Your neighbor is your enemy. Bullshit. By the way, everyone is a person. Okay, the difference is that how people treat each other. So some people treat other people in a human way. Other people treat another person in a crap way. So that's the difference. But all of us are human beings. We just speak different languages. But that's the kind of the only difference. I don't know. Some people just, send odd messages on my channel. I know that this topic doesn't, nobody wants to talk about it because it's controversial. It's not something that you would talk about because I don't know, you would face some issues, I guess. So yeah, so we are, heading towards worse times, and the politicians are ready to prepare the ground. So, sadly, we can't do anything about this because they are our leaders, and we are just, average, people. We don't have power. So, I'm just saying, this is very carefully done, all these things that, we have these wars for no special reason, sadly, and we can't do anything. I mean, no matter what you would say, if they want to wage wars, keep doing it, they would do it. Doesn't matter what people say. That's why you would know that they work for the Zionists, because they don't care about the people. Basically, they want to destroy the people, but do you know, I think what in the Bible, it's about, the imperfect, human beings, that all of us are imperfect, which is true, but they are trying to destroy people because they kind of, this religion, this ideology, everything they prepare so the prophecies are fulfilled. What I have heard from Jehovah's Witnesses is the same thing. Like, the world population, they want to cut. Well, these wars are serving that purpose. And you guys think, no, there's really a war for, there's justice. People fight for justice and there's a side that's against it. Yeah, but it's not that simple. Actually, in the meantime, anybody can get destroyed. So I'm very sorry, but we won't have easier times ahead, in my opinion. And yeah, nothing I can do about it. So yeah, the leaders are going to say what. And today there's a NATO summit in Brussels, in Belgium. And I guess they are going to come up, oh, Russia is a threat and they need more budget, they need more money from people, they want to collect money from the average people, into the budget for a war, for a future war. And, this is also destroying the average people. So, all these countries, leaders, organizations work not for the people, but for a different reason. So I'm just saying, sadly, what you believe, oh no, no, he is a good person, he is a good leader, patriotic and everything, Putin, it's just a tale. And he doesn't do anything for Russians or for Ukrainians in that sense. I mean, because during this war, from both sides, people have been killed. And it's pointless. I mean, both sides, I'm not just saying, not just Ukrainians, but also Russians. So it has been pointless. If he really loves his neighbors, you would never kill your brother if you love, your brother. You wouldn't want to harm them in any sort of way. But if you don't love them, or if you serve another purpose, like as I have said, the Zionists, they have a plan with Ukraine too. So he's doing it for something else. And the Zionists have a plan with Ukraine too. So let's see. Let's see in the future about the what happens to Ukraine. So anyway, thanks for watching, even though none of you cared about the topic I was talking about. I don't know why I keep receiving the comments that have nothing to do with what I talk about. Seems to be that both accounts flood my account for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, thanks for watching. I guess none of you liked what I was talking about. I understand. I know it's not a popular topic. I don't care. So anyway, peace. Peace for the world, peace for Ukraine, and for the Middle East as well. And stop the hatred. Stop the bullshit hatred. Yeah, it's just... But it won't. Humans won't stop. Sadly, it's just getting worse and worse every single day. Anyway, take care. Bye.